Hello everyone, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with 5D messages from either your twin flame or your soulmate, however way you see the connection. General advice as always, guys, so please keep that in mind throughout this reading and take from it what makes sense for you as always. So I'll be pulling from these two decks here. This is the 5D Love Messages deck by Calico Moon. This is the Whispers of Healing deck. I forget who it's by, but I will go ahead and link it down below in the description box. All right, guys, so let's begin and tap into that energy here. So this is focused on those of you who are at a distance from one another, who are in separation. Maybe there hasn't been any contact in a while, and you're really wondering, what is this person thinking of, especially in the 5D realm? What are the messages? What does that look like here? Angels and spirit guides, please, for the person that's tuned in at this time. When it comes to their connection, what does this person want to communicate? 5D messages from your person here. Angels and spirit guides, please. All right, so we're starting things off with this one. Things just got too emotional for me. All right, let's grab another. Maybe they weren't ready to tap into their emotions. And so that might have actually equated to them acting maybe very cold towards you or unemotional. Let's grab a couple more cards. 5D messages from your person here. Things just got too heavy for me. Okay, so very similar energies from both of these cards. It just got too emotional. It got too heavy for me. And then this card coming up right after it, it was just too much for me at the time. So this could be telling us for some of you guys that your person wasn't ready to take things to the next level. Maybe they just weren't ready for how the relationship was moving along. They couldn't handle it. So let's go ahead and grab some advice here. I'll be using my TANIELU tarot. Angels and spirit guides, please, for the collective, focusing on 5D messages from your twin or your soulmate, those who are not together at this time. They couldn't handle it for some reason. Maybe things were just moving too fast for them, or maybe they weren't looking to take things to whatever level you guys are at. We do have the Queen of Wands representing the divine feminine here. Some of you guys could represent fire energy, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. And so what I'm feeling here ultimately, divine feminine, maybe you saw the connection as far as being able to share a life with your masculine, really taking things further along, but maybe they just weren't ready. They could ultimately have some regrets here over that. 4 of Cups can represent a missed opportunity as well. The missed opportunity here, I feel, is to be with you, divine feminine. This could be what is coming forward from your divine masculine, whoever represents the masculine energy in this situation. It was too much for them. It was getting too serious maybe. They weren't ready to fall in love. They weren't ready to tap into their feelings. And so it makes sense for me. Look at these two cards, guys. We've got the 8 of Cups, and as you can see right here on the bottom, it says walking away. And you've got the 5 of Swords, and look what it says on the bottom. So 2 cards talking about walking away. Now that could have been a mutual decision for some of you guys as well. Maybe deciding, you know what, it's just not going in the way that we're wanting things to go. And so maybe it's better off if we just go our separate ways. And they are acknowledging that here. If it doesn't, if it ultimately came down to maybe their decision to detach and to walk away, maybe they're having some major regrets about that. That's interesting. They've got some regrets and maybe realizing that they really truly have missed the opportunity to be with you, especially if it's been a good chunk of time since you guys have interacted. Let's see what else here. What else do we need to know? We now have the Queen of Cups coming through here. So divine feminine, you're definitely presenting yourself in the energies here. Queen of Cups known to be very intuitive, Okay, so maybe your intuition has already given you the answers here, and more than likely that's why you chose to walk away, because things just were not progressing between you and your divine masculine. We do have this romantic energy coming forward from the Knight of Cups. So it could have certainly been very romantic in the beginning, but something happened here where they were just kind of tripping out and they weren't ready for anything too serious. So there is a very clear indication here that either you walked away, you the person watching, or the person, of course, that you're thinking about, representing these 5D messages, that they decided to walk away. It could have also been one of those situations where it was a mutual decision. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what else needs to come through. So that's one set of messages coming through. I felt the need to go ahead and grab another set. If you don't resonate with that batch, let's go ahead and see what else needs to come forward for the collective. So continuing to tap into 5D messages for you, the viewer, focusing on the person you're thinking about, whether you feel this is your soulmate or your twin flame, doesn't really matter. This is for those of you who are in separation. Let's see what else. They miss you. Okay. This one says, my feelings for you are intense. Okay. And then this one, I just need some space right now. So that continues to be a theme here. Regardless of the fact that you guys are in separation, they still think of you. They're coming through here expressing that they really do miss you. There are some intense feelings here, and that could have ultimately resulted in them walking away, especially if they just weren't ready for those intense feelings to come from you, perhaps. And they're coming through here telling you, I just need a little bit more time. I just need some more space at this point in time. All right, so let's grab some additional insight here. I'll be pulling from my Illuminated Star Volume 2. Someone, it seems, just couldn't handle things and how fast it might have moved or how serious you guys were getting. It was just too intense for this person. They needed space. All right, what else do we need to know here? Seven of Pentacles is my wait and see card in tarot. Give it some more time. Now, some of you guys, maybe you have given it time and there has been no communication, no interaction in the 3D. But we do have the Nine of Cups as well as the Chariot. And then we've got the Three of Cups. Look at this. We have the Queen of Cups. All right, so that's resurfacing here. So I feel, even though you guys are at a distance from each other right now, and you're not together, so there's something specific here coming forward for the Divine Feminine from your masculine. Queen of Cups coming through twice. It's very important, Divine Feminine, that you rely on your intuition at this point in time when it comes to what you're picking up from your masculine, spiritually, emotionally, energetically, however way you are picking that up, because it is these intense feelings that at one point in time, it might have driven them away or it might have scared them away. They couldn't handle it. They walked away, however that happened. But it's also these very same feelings that might want them to take action to come back. So there's still a wish that can fulfill itself in time. And the Chariot, of course, is representing some sort of movement. So even though you guys are at a distance, you're not together, maybe they're not talking to you right now, this does indicate that perhaps communication will eventually come. They still clearly feel connected to you. The Three of Cups representing this celebratory, happy mood and occasion, you know. So it does seem here that happier times are ahead of you, and it's very important, Divine Feminine, that If your masculine has either asked for space or they needed space, however way that was communicated, just trust that how things are at on this journey between the two of you, it's progressing at the pace that it's meant to. And ultimately, with the Chariot card right here, there's a good chance you guys can still work this out. Some of you could be focused on a Cancer here. We've got lots of water energy coming through here. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, that's represented here. Pentacles representing Earth, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. All right, I think I'm going to go ahead and grab one more batch from the 5D deck here. So let's go ahead and see what else needs to come through. 5D messages from your person. What else? So far we see that somebody's just tripping out, or they couldn't handle the situation, the intensity before. What else? I miss being comforted by you. That's due to the distance between the two of you guys. They miss being comforted by you, perhaps in the 3D. Look at this. I will come back for you. And they really are wondering if you still think about them. Look at this next card. I can't believe I let you get away. And they've got some regrets about that. They truly do. So let's grab some tarot. I'll be using my tarot teacher here. This is the revised edition. They miss you. They're telling you here they want to come back. And yeah, they wonder, you know, it's, why did I let you get away? So they've had time. They've really had time to think about this. They think about you. Divine Feminine, you're coming in as the Empress. Taurus energy, your Divine Masculine, they see you as a beautiful person. The physical attraction, it's there. But this beauty is also about who you represent on the inside. You represent abundance. You represent creativity. You represent everything in a Divine Feminine that this masculine would want. But I just feel they weren't ready for it when you guys were together. They still feel so incredibly connected to you. The Ten of Pentacles in a romantic sense represents two people who could be perfect matches, you know? You are their better half. You are the other half. Their perfect match, a strong bond is what they feel with you. So even though there has been clearly some challenges here to separate the two of you, there's also the opportunity to come back, to revisit this partnership. And should you revisit this partnership, you guys would be able to welcome in the energy of that sun, which can make you guys very happy still. Fulfillment, very positive vibes, a successful union, cause for celebration, certainly. Two people coming back into union. This could lead towards a future marriage for some of you guys. Three of Cups, once again, representing a very celebratory vibe. This can be reunions. This can be a new chapter in love. I'm just feeling once you guys work through things here and are able to reconnect in the 3D, there's a real chance at love here for this connection. So you really are being given another opportunity to start fresh with your person that could lead towards this Two of Cups. It's so beautiful. The unity, the partnership, the desire for partnership and connection with you. I feel before all of this went down, you guys were very compatible. You guys got along great. The conversation flowed, very attracted to each other. You guys brought each other balance, you know, and when you separated and went your own way, this person perhaps, they regret their actions, they regret their decisions, but there's the opportunity to come back together. And then we've got the Four of Wands. I love it. This is our 1111 card in tarot. And I always say, if you happen to see 1111, either the time or the number, that's your angel's way of telling you you're on the right path back to your person, or on the right path to finding happiness in your life. And since we're focusing on connections and separation, this is what it is that they want to convey to you from the 5D realm here. And there's a lot that they're saying to you, that they miss you, that they want to come back. You're the one that got away. So despite the history that you guys have shared, they're ready. They really are ready to look ahead. What's on the horizon when it comes to this partnership? And they want you to be there. They want you to be a part of their future. Amazing. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and grab some insight from the Whispers, or is it Whispers of Healing deck? I believe it is. Again, I'll link it down below. Haven't used this deck a whole lot, but it is a beautiful deck. Let's go ahead and see what the messages are here for the collective when it comes to this person that you're thinking about. Again, either a twin flame or a soulmate, a soul bond, a soul connection. What else do we need to know here? Angels and spirit guides, please. What do they need you to know? That maybe they recognize that they had barriers here when you guys went into separation, and maybe they kept their distance. They needed their space, as we have seen. And it makes sense for me that well-being is coming up next, because maybe this person, through distance and time apart from you, it really helped them to focus on themselves, to work on their own healing in however way they needed that to happen. And then we do have intention coming through here. Part of their intentions is wanting to revive this partnership, knowing that they still very much want you to be a part of their life. All right, so let's clarify that. I'll be using my Illuminated Star Tarot. This is volume 1. So they know that they kept their distance, that they ultimately are the reason why you guys have been in separation. The intensity was too much for them, so they really needed to work on their own self-care, self-growth, self-reflecting. That's all a part of their well-being, to come towards you as a healthier person mentally and emotionally and spiritually, and perhaps as well as physically. So if they really are coming towards you with the best of intentions, that energy has certainly shifted, because they want to take things out of the 5D and bring it back into the 3D. Let's see, what else do we need to know here? Okay, so we've got the Page of Wands coming up in the reverse, which makes sense for me, because in the upright, it can perhaps be a masculine who wanted to explore other options. You know, they just wanted to be free. They didn't want to be tied down. Again, maybe they just weren't ready for the intensity of the partnership, but they're ready for it now, Divine Feminines. Okay, so this Ace of Pentacles represents manifestation. It represents a new beginning. It's a fresh new start for the two of you. They've been very lonely without you. You know, it just hasn't been a lot of fun for this person on their own. It's been difficult. And so now they're telling you here, they want to work together with you on this partnership, teamwork, collaboration. They're ready to build a future with you. So part of this Ace of Pentacles energy could be that they're coming towards you with a solid offer. That offer could be security, stability, marriage. That's what they're wanting. You know, they still feel so connected, very passionate when it comes to you and this partnership. Maybe they needed to spend time apart from you to realize that, but they're ready. Okay, so that time apart might have done them a whole lot of good. And here we are once again with the Three of Cups. That's been a very prominent card coming through in this reading. They want to be able to celebrate this connection with you once again. It does represent happy times. It represents family. It represents friendship. So it could even be that your friends and family really approve of this partnership, or at least the version of it that it has evolved into now, or someday, somewhere down the line. But I feel this is giving you guys a fresh start, a new beginning when it comes to this partnership. All right, guys, it looks ultimately pretty good. It looks pretty positive considering where you guys have been on this journey. Despite the distance and time apart, they've been thinking about you. They do miss you tremendously. And give it some time. I have a feeling you'll hear from this person, and they're going to want to reach out and tell you how they're really feeling, tearing down the walls, removing these barriers that have kept you guys apart. Okay, so I'll leave it there, guys. If you're interested in your own personal private reading, that info is down below. Thank you so much. See you next time.